A major winter storm brings gusty winds, heavy snow, and ice. We'll have a live report from Minneapolis.
And the storm has dumped some much-needed rainfall in the west. We'll detail who is getting what next on Weekend Weather Center.
And thanks for joining us here on Weekend Weather Center. I'm Kristen Dodd.
And I'm Ryan Goswick. Well, the month of December is starting out pretty wintry for cities like Minneapolis, Des Moines, as well as for you in Chicago.
Yeah, we are tracking a major winter system that made for a messy time of it Friday in the west, now bringing winter back to the Midwest. That low is tracking its way through the plains and heading toward Chicago by Sunday and into the northeast. We have had plenty of freezing rain and some snow being reported. The heaviest of the snow coming in at this hour across the Wisconsin region, heading over into Minneapolis. You can see all the areas shaded in white. That's where we're turning white right now.
That's right. And speaking of Minneapolis, go live there now where the snowflakes have been falling for a while.
Meteorologist Mike Seidel is there. And Mike, how much have you seen so far?
So far, I'm estimating about 4 inches. Took several measurements, but we've had a lot of wind blowing this very dry, powdery snow around. But we'll say 3 to 4 inches, and that's since 8:30. So we've had snow for about 6.5 hours. So it's not snowing that hard, but it is snowing hard at times, and then it lightens up. Right now, it's a lot of little flakes being blown around, and that's another thing. We're getting winds gusting 20 to 25 miles an hour, so that's lowering the wind chill and doing a little blowing and drifting of the snowfall. Wind chill right now is 1, and the temperature is a balmy 17. Here on December 1st, the average high in Minneapolis is 32, so we're way off from average. Let's go to Sky Tracker and show you what's going on. Now, look south and west of Minneapolis-St. Paul. You'll see where the snow stops. There's what we term a little bit of a dry slot coming in. So if this holds sway, we've got about another several hours of snow, and then that's going to be it for a while, and maybe for most of the night, which would be a good thing because then they can get caught up on these roads here. But with that said, another couple of inches gets us up to the forecast at 6 to 10 for the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. Look at the temperatures, though. Good news in Des Moines, and for most of you in Iowa, the temperatures now have creeped up to or above freezing. We've had power outages. We had the jet slide off the runway. No one was injured at Des Moines Airport this morning. So it's nice to get the temperature above freezing for any kind of evening shopping trips. Chicago now, some light snow at O'Hare in 26, but I check observations around the metro area. Like down in Kankakee, it's 32 in freezing rain. Way out to the west in Rockford, 27 in freezing rain. So those of you in the Loop area in downtown will get snow maybe another couple of hours, and then it's going to change over to sleet and freezing rain. That could cause some problems. Here in Minneapolis, so it's been all snow. Downtown a couple of hours ago, they're out there with the shovels, the snow blower, the snow sweeper, anything you can imagine to get the snow off the sidewalks and give the shoppers a better way to walk and some better traction out there in the downtown area. And we ran into some locals who voiced their opinion about the first snowstorm of the season.
Well, the timing was not perfect, but I really do like it. Since I had out-of-town company coming and they want to be home by tomorrow morning, it's a little bit nervous, but we'll make it. If we have to go sliding instead of shopping or something, we'll do that.
Well, there you go. One lady's opinion. She's a local and she likes the snow. They need the snow. They need the moisture, and the skiers and snowmobilers have been kind of, they've been kind of gypped out of a good season for a while. They've had snow here and there, but we haven't had a good run for a while in the Twin Cities, not really since 1991. Here we go. Forecast for Minneapolis-St. Paul. The rest of the afternoon temperatures around 20. Tomorrow, a few morning snowflakes and 27. So none of this is going to melt except where the sun hits it the next couple of days. And a clipper brings a little bit of snow by the middle of the week, Tuesday night. In Chicago, again, as I mentioned, the snow, the sleet, the freezing rain goes over to rain by later on tonight. And the roads will be in good shape tomorrow morning. And for Des Moines, it is now changing over to rain in most areas from south to north across Iowa. Ryan?
You know, Sharon had a really good attitude there, you know.
Yes.
Just deal with it. Yeah.
Right, sledding or shopping. Mike, what kind of snow is it? Is it good for snowballs or for sledding?
It's great for sledding. It's not great for snowballs. Let me show you how slippery it is. It's very dry and powdery, so you can just watch this. Oh, here comes a bus.
Okay.
So it's kind of slippery. There you go.
Oh, I'm glad that bus didn't get you, Mike.
Yes,
we need you to keep covering that snowstorm.
Here comes the bus.
Oh, gosh.
Well, you know what? It's not the first time It's not the first time I've been thrown under the bus at the Weather Channel. So there you go.
But all right.
Thank you.
All right. Make sure you tip those waitresses. Okay. We'll be here
Thank
all
you.
night. Let's go ahead and show you where else we're seeing some of the problems. And, you know, all of this started in the southwest, and that's where we did have the rain. We still have the rain coming down into Phoenix, and it has been heavy, and we got some much-needed rainfall coming into Los Angeles. We picked up about a ½ inch in L.A., but higher amounts heading over into the foothills, 1.25 inches in Phoenix. That's all rainfall, no snow there. We had some snow, though, coming down in the mountains of Colorado. Wolf Creek Pass, 32 inches of rain. The winds now have been whipping across that area, but for folks in Pueblo, it's been a downsloping wind, and that meant a big warm-up. We went from 34 to 64 in 1 hour today, but look at those winds screaming across Interstate 25. Ryan?
Well, coming up, we take a closer look at how the wintry mix of precipitation is impacting your travel on this weekend. We'll also check out the benefits of this wintry weather. We're talking about ski conditions. That's coming up this Weekend Weather.